Alrighty, here we are with some more Austin thoughts. So today I want to talk about don't take things personal. There was a book I read, it was called The Four Agreements, and one of the chapters was don't take things personal. And what I got out of that, and I was able to reflect on my own life and realize in certain circumstances when somebody was mad at me or somebody said something mean to me, my heart would drop and I would have an initial emotional reaction. And I would question it because I would be very uncomfortable sometimes. And this is my point, is taking control of that initial emotional reaction. And somebody's very mean to you, somebody says you're stupid, having that initial gut reaction, you can recognize it for one at the start, you'll recognize it. And then you can, every time that this happens, you can start to notice it more and more, so you end up controlling it. So for example, somebody says you suck at your job. I think it's very, very important whenever you have an initial or emotional reaction that you're uncomfortable with, even if it's me, if it's somebody that's mean, or if we take this personal, I think it's very important to actually consider what the person said. If somebody says I suck at my job, well, do I suck at my job? And I think it's very, very important to drop your ego, even if somebody says something mean, because maybe that's just in that moment, that was their way of expressing information, but it was actually a very good point, and it was a necessary point that you should have considered. And why did I have that emotional reaction? So when somebody says, hey, you suck at your job, did I have that emotional reaction because did they catch me like a deer in headlights? I actually do suck at my job? Or was it just, a reasonable reaction of your heart dropping, somebody comes off kind of out of nowhere mean to you? So I think a big point, consider, even if somebody's mean to you, I've learned a lot of things when somebody told me that I was mean when I talk. I had to consider that. I didn't like the feeling it gave me because they're telling me the way that I'm doing it is wrong. But I had to drop my ego and consider that. And I think that's very important. So taking control of the initial emotional reactions when you're out in the real world and learning and starting to create a habit of not taking things personal. It's a beautiful thing. Cheers.